Greetings and salutations to no one. Hello, nobody. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm here. I'm by myself. I'm just hanging out because that's what I'm doing. I guess I should check and see if things are working. Kind of impromptu, like slap this together, trying to make some things happen for the school that I'm going to be going to. I want to be able to get these kiddos up and going. Driver 80 or 98, what is up? Good to see you. How are you? How's life treating you, Jonathan? Hopefully doing well. Side note, we are getting a membership to Fish and Fun. We're getting it all squared away at the next meeting coming up on next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday. Everything will be done and official. So, but yes, there is that. But yeah, well, it's good to see you, man. Hey, so I guess the purpose of this stream tonight is to, well, first off, try and figure out where the heck this went. I gotta scale something back here a little bit. There we go. Let's move this back into the frame. I don't know how the heck that happened, that it moved out of the frame. Well, there we go. It's back in frame now. There we go. All right. Let's scale this back up so it's somewhat readable. There we go. But if anyone missed the other stream, I got the job as the technology director for, or the director of technology director, the director of IT, whatever you want to call the position. But I will be the tech director at Midland Schools starting 26-27 school year. And I've had a chance to go out to the school, kind of see what they have. And their engineering department, they don't have a actual STEM program there. They just have engineering classes that they offer. And their engineering classes are lacking in 3D printing. So I am taking it upon myself, and hopefully with the power of friends in the community, we can raise some money to purchase a couple of Core Ones, some materials, some filaments, PLA, PETG, stuff like that. So looking to buy that stuff with the help of the community, and then have it sent to the school, and then either in the evenings when I leave, Woodland is the school that I'm currently with. When I leave there in the evenings, I can maybe go over to the school and start getting the machines set up and running, or bring them home here. Like I'll have them just shipped to the school, and then I can go pick them up there and bring them home. We can do setups on stream and get them up and running. Make sure everything is working. I didn't get kits. I should have gotten kits, or I shouldn't say I didn't get kits. I haven't bought them yet. But if we get them as kits, then yeah, it could be something entertaining to do. Maybe I'll purchase one as a kit, get two as like full up and running machines, so we can just get them out of the box, get them set up, get them running. Just turkey lurking? Hey, not a problem, good sir. Good to see you, Free Heathen. Hope you're doing good, brother. Like I said, I don't know who's streaming tonight. I don't know what's going on. I just, an impromptu, figured I'd fire up a stream and see if I could help kind of get the word out there, maybe get more people interested, and maybe more people will help, help this grow. Anybody who clicks the link and goes to there will notice that out of pocket, I am putting $200 in right now. So I have 200 bucks of my own cash I'm putting into this. It is currently set at $2,200. That's enough to get one machine. We all know that. Like, I can get one machine and some filament. If we don't, exceed the $2,200, great. ideally, I would like to get enough to purchase 3 machines and enough material to hopefully last, hopefully through 26-27 school year coming up. But we'll get what we can get. The more that comes in, the more machines we can buy. To kind of give you guys some ideas, since there's a couple of you guys here right now, to give you guys an idea, the high school, there's 3 separate buildings within this district that I'll be overseeing. The high school will be my primary building that I'll be in. That's where most of the tech is being used, so that's where I'll be primarily. In the high school, they have a media center. Most people know them as either a media center or a library, whatever you want to call it. They have a media center, but the media center is really not used these days. So there was talks of repurposing all or a portion of the media center, probably a portion. I don't want to take the whole thing away from them, you know. We can move a lot of that stuff to one side and then repurpose the remaining portion of it as a makerspace slash engineering, you know, just like a makerspace area for the school to have, where we'll have the 3D printers, potentially some better computers. If this thing takes off and goes crazy and we end up with, you know, several thousands or more, it would be great. I don't expect it to ever get there. But if we can at least get, you know, 1 machine, and then it gets a little more money, we get another machine, it gets a little more money, we get another machine, and while we're buying machines, we add in some filament to go along with it. And it gets to that point where we can get several machines out of this. I would love to then be able to use the funds as they come in to go towards getting better computers for them to use. The school has a Fusion 360 educator license, so up to 250 seats. We'll never, I shouldn't say never, but I don't see that there'll be 250 kids taking a CAD class in a small rural school. But they're available if we needed them. But it would be nice to have, you know, maybe 10 decently spec'd either desktop computers that we can use dual purpose for starting an esports team too. That would be pretty cool. Or just using directly for the CAD classes, the engineering, teaching CAD in the classes, and then possibly using them to you know, slice files and send them to the printers as well. So that's the short term. The short term is get some printers, get them set up, and that way we can look at having machines that are capable. The school's current setup is an old Fusion 3 that was donated from Caterpillar, the big yellow equipment, you know, backhoes, unloaders, you know, bucket truck or bucket loaders, things like that. Caterpillar donated to the school a Fusion 3 3D printer that is kind of needing some assistance. I'll continue to work with that. There's a student at the school currently who is working on it, and I will, you know, when I get there, I'll work with him and help him continue to, you know, get that thing dialed in. Would be nice, but it's for what it was at the time, it's great. For what it is now, it's not really up to par. Still a bit louder, not as loud as steppers are more quiet, but a little bit slower, a little bit older machine. The newer stuff that's out there is faster, quieter. So that's kind of what we're looking at, is something that while a class is going on, if these are running in the corner, they're a little less of a nuisance. But I would like to get to replace that, the you know, 3 of the Prusas. They do have a Prusa Mini currently, so wouldn't look to take the Prusa Mini away from them. It works. It's a good little machine, and it'd be great for little prototyping and whatnot. And then they have an older Flash Forge, smaller IDEX. I forget which one that is. I meant to look it up and I didn't. But it's a little bit, it does not function the way they would like it to, so I can play around with that. But like I said, I want to kind of give them an ecosystem of just, these are the machines, they all just work. We all know that I the school I'm currently with, Prusa, has been our primary printers there. As a matter of fact, I have a new Core One coming for that school. Should be here next week, and then I'll be retiring out a Mark III, Mark III's Plus. I'll be retiring out of that fleet. So I just want to be able to give these guys something that I know is going to be good. It's going to work. It's going to have a nice warranty. It's going to have great support. So get them Prusas. We're not looking to do crazy materials, crazy material changing, like, you know, multiple tools and all that. However, the nice part is with those, as things go and classes advance and things, we can look at adding IDEX into one of the machines. Maybe if there's enough money, we get a Core One L and then max it out with tool heads and just do a bunch of IDEX tool heads on it. That would be cool. But for right now, just wanting to get them a couple of Core Ones to get them started. Like I said, I put in 200 of my own money to try to help get this started and get it ball rolling. If people can help, I appreciate it. If not, just spread the word. Just spreading the word can help. Michael Cassell, good to see you, brother. I hope you are doing well. I have not spoken with you in a little while, and I hope your health is on the up and up, brother. But if you guys cannot help, if you can at least go to the GoFundMe and click that share button and just share it with your friends and family and just ask them if they could, you know, donate to it. What's going to end up happening is, like I said, this is set up by me. I am going to be basically, as you guys donate to it, it'll be one of those things that I'll be typing up a nice formal letter to the school and school board to let them know, here's the list of individuals that have donated to this. And who knows, maybe I can get the kids to print off all you guys' names once it gets set up and running. We'll get them to print off your names and somewhere in the classroom, or if we can build out that media center into a makerspace, somewhere on the walls, we can put makerspace donated by and have all your names listed on the wall. So, you know, that'll be there. It's ideas. I have to run a lot of this past the current teacher who is teaching the classes, but I do know that I have gotten a lot more support and backing on this than I thought I would. Just coming in as a new guy, I've already, like I said, I've already been to the school. I've already, everything is done. I'm employed as of 2026 with their school. Contract signed. Everything is good. You guys know me, I'm not a patient person. I don't like to wait on things. I want to try and get things done so that these things are available. So if we get this stuff now, I'll get it rolled out and I'll get it in the classroom now, and he'll have a giant, he'll have, 3 brand new Core One printers sitting on the shelf or on a counter in his classroom. And we'll get some photos, we get some pictures of him in the class together. I'll share them out to you guys so you can see that these things are up and running, and you can see what you guys did. So I have been, I do occasionally get over there to meet and talk with staff and see what kind of needs they're going to have going into next year. But my last day at Woodland, the school I'm currently at, will be June 30th. I will start Midland School July 1st. So midweek, right there, midweek, I'll be done at one school. Like I'll clock out one day for my last day at one school, go home, take a nap, get up, go to work in the morning to the new school. It's not like I'll be starting on a Monday. I am starting midweek, leaving one job this day and then starting the next job the next day. Probably could have hung on to some vacation time or some sick time and took a week off before I started the other job. But I've just gotten so used to working that I think if I took a week off, it would just be not good for me. So I'm just going to stay right in the rotation and just, instead of turning left when I get to the stop sign, I'll keep going straight. So, but yeah, so like I said, if you guys can help out, it's not ever required. You guys know that. But if you can, consider clicking the link, donating, scanning the little QR code down here, or there's a link down in the description down there. I didn't put one in. I still have to update Stream Elements so that it starts doing all the stuff, because I moved the Maker My Nexus channel over, so it's no longer a branded channel. It is a primary channel on a different account, because I was told if I did that, then I would be able to gift memberships under this account. But for some reason, gifting memberships, oh, here we go, gift memberships, free of charge. You have 10 memberships left to send this month. Terms apply. Let's click on that. Okay, close. I can send 5 right now. Should I give away 5 memberships just for giggles? Let's see who the 5 lucky winners are. Your gift memberships. There we go. We got Tom Taylor, Stephen Poole, Wolfman Crab Arms, Zany Zach, and Akara. There you go. Those are the 5 lucky recipients of a gifted membership. Sorry, it's nobody that's currently here watching the live. Sorry about that, but it is random. I just click the gift them and it gives them away randomly. So there you are. We have 5 new members to the channel. I just wanted to check something here. T-Wolf 7 Pride. That's the school is the Timberwolves is their mascot. So let me click here and see what that one's about. Make sure it's maybe not about me directly. I'm trying to do this kind of, yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. It's a couple of the students got awards. So, but yeah, I'm curious as to what's new with everybody. I'm more or less, I'm just kind of here to talk. And when people ask questions, I'm more than happy to answer them if it's about what's going on there and whatnot. Thank you so much. Hey. But yeah, so 5 gifted memberships given away because I can. Am I able to do more than 5 in a stream? Let me see. Yep, I can send 5 more. Let's give away all 10 of them right now. Here we go. I'm going to send the other 5 right now. And let's see who the lucky 5 are this time. There we go. Egbert, HC, Corey Mack, Rob ENC, and Larry L2. All right. Well, there they are. I believe that was it for the month now. It said I had 10 that I could give away. If I try to gift more, now I got to pay for them. So you sent all 10 free charge gift memberships this month. So there we go. Yeah, under a branded account, you cannot do that. So I could not do that under a branded account. I had to switch my account over. So for anybody who doesn't know, if you have start a YouTube channel and you list it as a branded account, just know that because it's a branded account, for whatever reason in YouTube stuff, you don't get the free memberships to gift to someone. You have to have it listed as a primary channel. So I have an account set up for this channel that this is now the primary YouTube channel for. And because doing that, I now have the option or the ability to gift some memberships every month. Blue Dude, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Again, for anybody who might be popping in now, the reason for this stream tonight is I'm trying to help get the word out about this right here. I'm looking to raise some money for the new school that I'm starting for their engineering classes. They are in need of some 3D printers. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, a little burpy there. But they're in need of some 3D printers for the engineering class. They're going to be learning CAD in the coming school year. They're going to be doing some learning of Fusion 360 because that is what they have licensing for. So I have to work on getting them some computers as well as some other stuff. You're on how to battle with a Bitcoin scammer. Oh, you're okay. How's the battle with the Bitcoin scammer? Sorry, I need to learn how to read, don't I? The battling with the Bitcoin scammers is still ongoing on the side right now. I'm I'm kind of back focused on this because I want to help that school out. I'm going to be starting working there in July, and I want to be able to bring some stuff to the table when I show up. You know, it's always nice when you can bring things to the table when you come in, and I want to I want to be able to get them some printers to help that program out, the engineering program. They don't have a true STEM class. The STEM curriculum is a little tricky to navigate with schools, and to get that income from the government for STEM classes. There's a bit of hoops you got to jump through to do that. But offering engineering classes that are in the state's course curriculum is an option, and they're doing that. I am excited because it does give a little more freedom that way. You don't have to operate within the curriculum. However, by not operating within the curriculum, you also don't get the budget. So a lot of the stuff that is necessary for some of the things they want to do are requiring some crowdfunding. Good way to look at it, like some crowdfunding. So here I am. I figured if we can make that happen and get them, as we hit the goals, it is a stepping goal. So as we hit those goals, I'll be calling my bank and upping my credit card limit so that I can then go ahead and push a payment through to order a printer. And then when we hit hopefully if we hit it all in one go, like if in one go all the funds came in and we were able to purchase 3 printers at one time, I would call my credit card company up and I would say, we need to go to the max because I need to purchase a big purchase. And they would be like, oh, okay, what are you doing? And I'll explain to them. And I'll probably actually have to go to the bank to get the limit raised that high, because 3 Core Ones is more than probably my bank would want to do. So I would have to go to the bank, and I would sit there on my phone in the bank and order them and show them that I placed the order and that it's processed through, and then tell them we're good. So, but the Core Ones are what, $1,400-$1,500 a piece for the assembled. I can get, at least, as I stated earlier, I'd like to get 2 assembled units so we can get them out of the box, get them set up, and get them just running so they have them available. They get started right away. And then we can look at getting a kit. And then during the class, they would be able to build out that Core One and have that so they can understand what the other 2 printers look like on the inside, how they operate, how they work. The kids taking the classes are very inquisitive, so they want to know these kinds of things. So there you go. Printers are insane now. I got a 3D printer back in 2015. They were slow, clunky, not safe, and expensive, unlike now. Yeah, they are fast. They are quiet. They're well, they're fast. They're semi-quiet if you get an enclosed one, and accuracy is pretty spot on these days. So there's that. But we are looking, Blue Dude, I am looking to go with Core Ones, because being in the school I'm in currently, we have many Prusa printers, and the ecosystem is nice. It just works. There's no headaches. I can show even the most 3D printing illiterate folks how to go download a file, or even take a file that was created in Tinkercad, export it as an STL, load it into the slicer, make sure you click the right drop downs and select the right printer, and then hit slice and send it off. And that's what I'm hoping we can get set up for them, so that way it's going to be pretty straightforward. Again, getting at least 2 units that are fully assembled so that they can be up and running, and then possibly 1 kit would be nice if this keeps going and it keeps bringing in funds, to be able to add in things like a Core 1L, or maybe even 2, have some larger format printers, kind of go from there. You might be able to contact Joe Prusa and explain to him what your goal is, and maybe he would work with you as far as a discount. It's just an idea. Well, Blue Dude, who knows? I have been posting out on my social media. I have been posting out on X, and I don't have the like direct dial to Joe Prusa. Joseph Prusa and I, we've seen each other at events. We've maybe some back and forth in social media, but I am not as close to Joe as several people are. But give me 1 second, guys. I got to mute for a moment. The missus is calling. All right. Sorry about that, guys. My loving missus was just calling to inform me that she's taken the older two girls over to their dad's house for he's working on a car for us. So she's going to take the girls over there to see their dad and give him some money to order some parts so he can get the car fixed so we can get the car back. Anybody who remembers my old Jetta that I used to talk about that has over 300,000 miles on it? Yeah, he's working on that car. So, but they're going to go over there so the girls can see their dad for a little bit, and he's going to give them, or she's going to give them some money to order parts to fix the car. So that is the plan there. So I'm going to hang out with you guys until you guys either tell me somebody else more entertaining is on, or just till you no longer want to watch me, and then I'll end the stream and probably go curl up with my dogs for a little while or something. I don't know. I do have a random chat. Where did that come from? Give me a second to see where this random conversation came from. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. This gentleman is messaging me about some free cat stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, well, no, sorry, I had a random message on X, so I was just getting kind of up to speed on that. But no, I would yeah, greatly appreciate it if you guys could just help share it out. That way, more people know about it. And just as we get donations in, I will, as we hit milestones, I'll make purchases and post that, post that purchases have been made, and you guys will be able to see because I'll post the receipts and stuff. Oh, my doggo is talking to the neighbor's dogs, but I'll post those in the GoFundMe so that you guys can see when like hit milestones, what's being purchased with the money, so that you guys will know. You guys will know when we've hit the milestones, what's been ordered, and then when it comes in, we'll get pictures of the stuff. Like I said, ideally, it'd be great if it happened in one night. I doubt it. I don't think it will. But as time goes with this, I'm going to continue to, like, when I stream and talk about it, and hopefully some of my streaming friends will join in and help spread the word, just as a, hey, you guys know this moron. If you want to help out, help him out with helping grow his school's engineering class with 3D printing and filament. And if we get to that point where we've got 3 or 4 3D printers, enough material to last, and we still have funds coming in, then we can look at getting maybe some better computers and hardware to help with the other side of it. I mean, somebody wants to dump $100,000 on this, holy cow, but thank you. And yes, we will definitely be buying computers and probably even building out the media center as a makerspace. So that could very well be a thing that does happen. I just would need to make sure that there was funds available, so that I could tell the school, hey, there's funds available. And then I could always just go to my bank and cut a big check and take it to the school and say, here's the donation from all my friends on GoFundMe. And then we could put that money into an account and start building out the makerspace. But I'm excited for anybody who maybe wants to hear about it. My dog is talking to the neighbor dog, so if you hear him in the background barking, apologies, but he is a very chatty boy. But I am excited for the new adventure. Going into a new school after spending a decade in the current one doesn't really, it's all new. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and I definitely think that a change of scenery will be a good thing. The school that I am going to is very they're very polite, is a good way to put it. They're very nice people. They like to hear my ideas, and my ideas get them excited. They're like, yes, we can do this. Yes, we need to do this. Yes, I want to do this. So the ideas are there. Now it's just going to be finding funding for some of it, and that's where I'm doing this, because I figure if I can at least provide some sort of a opportunity for the kids, it's always a nice foot in the door. Keeps the students happy, keeps the staff happy, and with the help, hopefully, of the community, be able to, uh, we'll be able to make these things happen for them. So that's the hope. Does anybody know? I have been sitting here for about 39 minutes just kind of talking about this, and I don't know how long I'll be able to talk more. But if there's anything else more entertaining going on this evening, far be it from me to try and steal everyone's attention when somebody more important is out there. So I wish my doggo would stop arguing with the neighbor. I want to see something real quick. I want to see, was anybody scheduled to stream tonight? Oh yes, Polymaker is currently going to have Ruth Amos on. Kids Invent Stuff. She'll be on. Also, Robert is currently on, and he is working on his Tridex Part 1, starting the AT 2.1. So there's that. And then that's really all I see right now for... Oh, Down Under Maker has got something going on too. What's Down Under Maker? Is he just streaming printing? Maybe Down Under Maker is just streaming some printing right now? Let's take a look. What is Down Under Maker doing? It just says live, and it doesn't show. It just says live. LDO Delta Flyer Part 5, mounting the effector and the software. He's got one person currently watching him. He's not actually... it's just his background at the moment. I'm confused. Did he just finish streaming? Oh, he must have finished streaming, because he was going for over 2 hours, and then, oh, the stream's not loading for me. It's just showing his logo. Oh, here comes the kid. Hold on a second, guys. I got to mute. All right, I'm back. Tin Talon, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. However, I'm smelling something that smells like burning. I need to check and see if my neighbor is cooking something. I'm going to put you guys on mute for a second, so if I'm talking to my neighbor, you're not hearing some random and confusing conversation. Okay, so yeah, there was one of my neighbors nearby is cooking. I smelled what smelled like charcoal or cooking food or a grill warming up or something, and I was concerned that, you know, after the last incident out here where that outlet over here decided to burn and then burn itself out, thankfully, still find soot in places from time to time. But yeah, no. So one of my neighbors is cooking out. Um, but let's see here again. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's see who's again got a live stream going. There's me and my ugly face. Um, Here it says upcoming 6 p.m. Central, which is in like 15 minutes. So if nothing else in like 15 minutes, maybe we'll just end this so you guys can go watch and listen to Ruth talk over on the Meet the Polymaker. That'd be fun. Maybe I should hit up Polymaker and see if they want to donate some materials to the school. Ho ho! Maybe we could do that. I would hate to tell Polymaker that Printed Solid last month sent 120 rolls of PLA and PETG to the school I'm currently working at, which was legitimately a pallet full of filament. The grand total on that was over $2,500 for the filament plus freight shipping, whatever that would cost. That was all like straight up donated. So again, thank you to Printed Solid for the large donation of Jesse filaments, PLA and PETG to the Woodland Community Unit School District number 5 STEM classes. I greatly appreciate it. And they will have enough filament to last probably well into 26, 27, 27, 28, potentially. So that is awesome. And I'm hoping that maybe I can, you know, if we can get something like that going, that'd be awesome. And if anybody does have a connection to Mr. Prusa and he's willing to help out in some way with the going forward to Midland Community Unit School District number 7, if he's willing to help in some way with the engineering classes there, I'm more than happy to reach out and talk with him or send him a email or whatever would work best. But I do know that I'll probably just talk to, I had a thought and I'm going to think out loud. So I had a thought. Since Printed Solid is the Prusa of the US, I did have a thought that since they do get in maybe sometimes some repair units and whatnot that maybe need a little TLC, that maybe I could reach out to them and see if that was something they would want to maybe send a couple of units that need some repairs. Um, they could send the printers and the parts that are required to fix the units, um, either to me directly or to the school, which would be even better. And then, maybe in the evenings, I could talk with the current engineering teacher and see if maybe that'd be something he would want to work with me on. And maybe we could stream he and I working on those in the school in the evenings, as long as the school board and the teacher himself were okay with it. We could stream the two of us, the two of us in the classroom, working on building those out and getting them up and running and printing, and kind of go from there. So that'd be kind of cool, because then stream sponsored by Printed Solid and Prusa, and I thought that'd be kind of a cool idea, but without talking to the Printed Solid team and going that route, it's going to be kind of hard. So probably should talk to them before I think out loud on stream. Then I should probably talk to Joe, who is the teacher of the class at Midland. I should probably talk to him too and see if I can make this happen, if that would be something he would be interested in maybe doing, and then they can just send the stuff to the school and I could get off of work and then go to the school, and then he and I could meet up, fire up a stream, and talk to you guys while we're working on printers in the class. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe if some students want to stick around for some extra credit or something, we get some students involved in it. That'd be pretty cool. So, I mean, I would have to talk to people first before that would actually happen. So again, these are just thoughts out loud. And sometimes thinking out loud gets you in trouble. So I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. But I do have many great ideas, and I am hoping that I will be able to uh, come through on these ideas. So with some help from you guys, if you would, just share the link out on your social medias, ask friends and family to do the same, and hopefully enough people will want to get behind the school on this. I'm going to probably record a video clip after I get done streaming. I'm probably going to record a little something here to put up on the GoFundMe, just to kind of tell everybody, hi, this is who I am. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And if you could please donate to the GoFundMe so that we can raise the funds we need to get the printers for the school, bring them in, and get them set up for the engineering classes for the 26-27 school year, and possibly before. Because if we get them before then, obviously it doesn't make sense to make them just sit there in a box and look pretty. Let's get them in the classroom and get the kids using them so they get familiar with them, and kind of go from there. But I think with the Polymaker stream getting ready to start, let me see if I'm able to. I'm going to move this down here. Oops, I dropped the bottle. Sorry, guys. I had an empty bottle that I knocked over. Mr. C-Tunes, good to see you. Let me jump into the stream settings and let's edit this real quick and see if we can jump over to Polymaker when it's done. Gotta find the part where it lets me pick customization. There we go. Add a redirect. And let's look up Polymaker. They're not showing up in there. What is this? Just push print is bringing back the game night? It's game night, y'all, is what it says. Is that true? Or is that just something that kind of got lost in here? Let's look up Polymaker and see if we can actually do that. Polymaker. Nope. They do not allow. They are not allowing a redirect over to them. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm not allowed in the redirects. Redirect privileges needed. Ask Polymaker to add you to their live redirect list in the community settings. Yes. Mr. C Tunes, anyway, good to see you. Yeah, raising some money here for this over here. The school that I'm going to be starting in July, they currently have an engineering class. Their engineering class does not have the greatest of 3D printing machines. Currently, they have a Prusa Mini that is their current primary printer. Looking to get them some 3D printers, Prusa CORE Ones. And could use some help because like most rural schools, they don't really have big budgets, so extra money to buy extra things like 3D printers and filament and things like that are not necessarily in the budget. So I figured if I could raise some money, buy a couple of Core One printers, and then have them delivered to the school, they could then have them available even before the 26-27 school year starts and be able to utilize them, use them now. But the thought is we get two complete units out of box working, just plug them in, turn them on, throw some filament at them, run a test print, everything works. There you go, put it into production, let's go. And then possibly look at ordering maybe 1 or 2 kit printers so that they can be built in class with the engineering kids so they can kind of learn the ins and outs and the inner workings of the 3D printers. And then if the funds go even more, then we can look at things like getting a Core 1L and obviously getting material as well in there so that they have some filaments to work with. Possibly even down the road, if enough funds come into this, we could look at adding something like a index system to either maybe a Core One or just kind of like fully load out a Core 1L, and they'll have all of the stuff they need. They'll be able to do multicolor, multi-material, whatever. I mean, an XL would be nice to add to the mix too, but I would rather look at, you know, a single color machine that they can just stamp out parts with to start, and then we can look at adding in other features as it goes. So that is where I'm at. I figured I would stream tonight and kind of help get the word out there that this exists right here. And if people would either click that guy or hit that guy there, click the link down below, or if they find that on the GoFundMe site and could, you know, possibly send some donations through, would be greatly appreciated. And then get the school up and running with some good stuff, you know. But I just want to go double check. I did, just so everybody knows, again, I did add $200 of my own money to this. So I am putting $200 of my own money in. I'm not going to give to GoFundMe for GoFundMe to send it back to me and then take a fee when I can just have the $200 and then I'll take my $200 plus whatever comes in from GoFundMe and make those purchases. So just makes sense. Gives a little bit more money towards the fund because we all know GoFundMe has to take a percentage of stuff. So $2,200 coming in GoFundMe could be, you know, maybe $1,800 to go towards a printer. I don't know. I don't remember what the cut is that they take. Could probably do some snooping and see, but I do kind of hope that we'll get some backers on this and we can get this going. But I am hoping that I can get with Joe, like I said, the teacher at the engineering department. I'm hoping to get with him and maybe we can record a little video about why this will be important to the school or this is important to the school. And I am going to record a video myself though and get that up there just so everybody understands why I'm doing this and kind of go from there. But since Polymaker is getting ready to start their Meet the Maker, why don't we go ahead and I'll wrap this up. We'll end this and you guys can either go over there and check that out, or if there's somebody else you want to watch, or maybe you just want to, you know, zone out, feel free. But I do thank you guys for coming and hanging out tonight. Apologies for not streaming as often, but my life has become a bit hectic and crazy, and sadly, I don't get, I don't have much time to stream anymore. But tonight I carved out, I told my wife, I said, you got the girls, you're going to go do something with them. I'm going to stream for a little bit. And then now I want to get that video created and put out there for people to understand why I'm doing this. And yeah, I just hope that the community kind of gets behind us and helps us out. I'm very, very excited for this. I'm going to probably send some emails out tonight and kind of hope that we will get some feelers, and then maybe the GoFundMe isn't necessary if I send emails to the right people and the right people are in the kind of giving mood. We may not need necessarily a GoFundMe for that, but any funds that do come in, it will be greatly appreciated. Finally seem to be getting a night off as well. Well, good sir. I do wish you well. I do hope that things kind of turn around for you. I'm glad you're here, and I hope that you guys all have an amazing evening. I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will say the usual spiel though: stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, happy 3D printing, and all the things. And something I haven't said in a while either is don't forget I make the mistake so you don't have to. But if you can give, please give. Greatly appreciated. If not, click the share button and kind of help spread the love that way. So have a good night, guys.